Hi, Global Affairs Analyst Michael Bociurkiw here in Odesa. Well, that's not the sound of lawnmowers in the background. That is the sound of generators. Small and medium-sized businesses here in Odesa trying to stay alive by keeping the power on. Of course, the lack of power is due to very frequent Russian strikes on Ukrainian critical infrastructure. I'm also told that at least one of the three nuclear power plants are offline for maintenance. Anyway, it's very, very tough on ordinary people, on business owners, and worrisome is that a new study that came out today by the Institute for Energy Strategies predicts, as a worst case scenario, Ukraine could be down to as little as 2 to 3 hours of power a day. 2 to 3 hours a day of power in the wintertime when the demand is highest, and of course when it's cold outside. And then, as I've written in about to publish CNN opinion piece, that will obviously trigger a humanitarian catastrophe here, and very, very likely send a wave of another wave of migrants towards Europe. So now, the other thing I learned today is, for the first time I heard this, is that Russian forces have also begun striking at renewable energy sites, meaning wind and solar farms. This is according to the CEO of DTEK, the largest private operator of power plants in Ukraine. That's a big deal when you realize that for a while there was quite the silver lining that all of these strikes on thermal power plants and coal-fired power plants, that's going to accelerate Ukraine's transition to a decarbonized future. In other words, more renewable energy. I'm sure that path will continue, but it's a tough slog to keep everything together, and ability to import power also has its limits, and also the power shortage is hitting the pocketbook. According to one person I talked to, their power bills have doubled in recent weeks. As NATO leaders meet next week for the 75th anniversary of the alliance, I hope they're not too concerned with backslapping about all their accomplishments, but rather what to do with Ukraine, how to end the war, how to prevent a humanitarian catastrophe from unfolding. So, and one more thing needs to be pointed out is that there's been a really, really noticeable degradation in the mobile data networks. Very, very different than just a few weeks ago. So, of course, that makes it very difficult for people to get stuff done as well. Anyway, my slice of life report today from the southern Ukrainian port city of Odesa.